Hey fam, it is your girl, B1 and the only spicy, and I'm here today with another pick a card reading. And the question that we're going to be asking Spirit today is, what cycle is ending in your life? So I'm just going to get into it today because like the word cycle has definitely been coming up a lot, especially in a reading that I posted yesterday. So I'm just like, you know what? Spirit calling me to do this. So let's see what's ending in your life. And you know what? I might just do a follow-up reading where it's like, what cycle is beginning in your life, right? I think that'd be cool. But anyway, if you are new to this channel, welcome. And a special welcome back to all the returning viewers and subscribers. I appreciate y'all because this channel would not be growing without your engagement with my content. So I definitely appreciate that. And yeah, if you're new to pick a cards, I have 3 different deck options in front of me. So you can take a look at all the 3 different decks and the crystals. And essentially you just gonna choose the deck and the crystal that you want to listen to. So for pile 1, we have the Stardust Tarot with the Citrine Crystal. For pile 2, we have the Mystic Monday. Mystic Monday Tarot deck with the Amethyst Crystal. And then for pile 3, we have the Muse Tarot with the Rose Quartz Crystal. So go ahead and pause the video right now if you need to. Then you want to, just click the description box, scroll down to the timestamps, and click the timestamp that correlates with the pile or the piles that you've chosen. And I will see you at your reading. All right, my pile 1 people, if you chose the Stardust Tarot with the Citrine Crystal, let's go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But first and foremost, welcome. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Definitely make sure you subscribe and join the fam today. But for all my returning viewers and subscribers, you already know what time it is. I'm so appreciative of y'all just always turning up in the comment section, liking, sharing, subscribing. I definitely appreciate everything it is that y'all do to support this channel's growth. And I just can't wait to continue to keep putting out more readings. Really, that's my intention. So definitely make sure that y'all check out all the links in the description box. I have links to follow me on Instagram, to book a personal reading, to donate to this channel, and to check out my Etsy store where I post my line of 3D and hand-painted gel press-on nails. So let's go ahead and get started. We're asking Spirit today, what cycle is ending in your life. So in addition to this tarot deck I'm going to be using, I also have the Moonology deck for some advice, and then I have the Surrender deck just to see what you can let go of, because oftentimes when you're ending a cycle and stepping into a new cycle is like things are going to change. So I just wanted to at least pull a card for something that you can consciously be aware of and you can let go of as you are transitioning into something new. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what comes up. What Spirit wants to say today. All right. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Star, the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and then we also have the Two of Cups. I feel like the cycle that is ending for you all, it seems like the cycle that's ending for you all is definitely it's definitely some issues here that involve your financial security and your ability to provide for yourself and also to provide for others. And I feel like you could be doing well right now. Like, you probably aren't where you want to be in life when it comes to finances, but I really do think that you're in a good place. You're in a good place for growth. So I feel like the cycle that's ending is your fear that, you're going to end up going backwards. So I feel like a lot of y'all aren't yet 100% comfortable in the new place that you are, stepping into. But I feel like it's a good place to be, because you will, be able to provide for yourself. You'll be able to provide for other people, especially being able to provide for your family. And it seems like you're going to be the center of attention, like where you're going. You know what I'm saying? Where you're going, it's like you'll be the center of attention. And I feel like this energy is already here because it's already, it's here. The cards are here because the energy is already here. It's basically what I'm trying to tell you. So the cycle that you're stepping into is definitely one of abundance, is one where you're going to be able to truly be comfortable in providing for other people. And you will be the center of attention. I feel like your situation is going to change to the point to where it's like you're always going to have positive expectation. You're always going to have hope, and you're always going to have wishful thinking about your goals and about the things that you want to attract positively into your life. I feel like right now the cycle that you're ending is, of course, the cycle in which, like I said, you just feel like you don't have enough. I feel like a lot of y'all aren't yet comfortable with your financial situation. It's kind of like, never having enough, and then you start being provided for, and then like, things start to pick up. But then in the back of your head, you're just like, is the bottom gonna fall out? Is the other shoe gonna drop? It's like kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, or waiting for things to fail. I feel like the cycle that you're ending is like you're no longer going to have those thoughts of anxiety of like, dang, like, am I really gonna be able to have enough for myself? With the King of Pentacles, it's just letting me know like the cycle that you're going into is like you will definitely have more than enough. Like, if you feel like your business is going backwards, if you're into business now, or even if you're employed, if things seem like it's going backwards right now, I feel like that's just, it could be a test. It could definitely be a test. But at the same time, I feel like it's feeding into that anxiety of, okay, am I going to, are things going to go backwards? You know what I'm saying? It's feeding into that anxiety. I feel like the next cycle that you're going into, like, the anxiety is going to be gone. You know what I'm saying? Because you would be comfortable with what you're getting. It's going to be consistent, especially like cash flow wise. Like, what you're receiving is going to be consistent. And so you're gonna be comfortable, where you are. You know what I'm saying? Comfortable where you are. I also feel like another cycle is ending too, is like you may have had a lot of, well, another thing that's going on in this cycle is like you may have had a lot of different love interests. For some of y'all, I feel like I don't get lover boy, lover girl vibes, but I definitely do get running vibes. So I don't know if it is that you're running behind a lot of different people, or if a lot of different people are running behind you, like they crushing on you. But I feel like in this cycle, the next cycle, I definitely can say that you would be entering some type of, commitment that is a lot much more serious than what you've been experiencing. So I'm not trying to say you've been running behind a lot of people, but it could have also been people chasing behind you as well. But there is definitely a lot of physical and sexual attraction here. Like, there's a lot. So you definitely, I'm acting like I can't get clarification cards, but yeah, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. So yeah, it could be that it's more so a lot of people that's chasing behind you. So if you wanted to be a player, you really could. Like, if that's something that you wanted to do, you actually really could, because a lot of people want you. You're definitely showing up as very confident, very charismatic. You're definitely showing up as very confident. You're definitely showing up as very charismatic. So yeah, you have love offers on the table, but I definitely feel like in the cycle that you're stepping into, you know, this one, that one, the cycle you're stepping into is gonna give you the certain type of emotional fulfillment and commitment that you would, you know, if you want something serious, it's like you would have that with that person. Or let's say even if you didn't want anything serious, like, oh, let's go get married, or, you know what I'm saying, like you ain't really want that, then you still would be able to have a relationship that's going to meet you at the level that you're at to still feel that type of emotional fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? And completion, if that's something that you want. If that's something that you want. But I also want to bring it back to this message too about your finances, as far as like this cycle that you're ending. Like, I really do feel like within this cycle that you're ending is like you might have experienced like a lack of kind of like imagination as well, just being creatively stalled, maybe not really knowing where you fit in, or you know, not really knowing if you're a business owner, it's like not really knowing where your business fits in or if it's even needed. Or some of y'all might feel like things are oversaturated. Like even if you was working for someone else, it's like you might feel like things are oversaturated, like, oh, there's a lot of people that do what I do type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So that could have been something that definitely stalled you, and made you feel like maybe, you know, entrepreneurship or maybe what you're doing in life isn't for you. So I feel like y'all have had, you know, that type of thought as well. Like maybe this is just not for me. You know, it's not for me. But I feel like that's going to be ending. And yeah, it's like something here as far as with competition. Like maybe you feel like you can't compete with other people. You know, feeling like it's too much conflict here, or you can't get what you need for your business, or you can't get what you need for your job, or, you know, it's a lot of conflict here as well. So I just feel as though like those are additional fears and anxieties that you might be experiencing, but those things are going to be ending soon. I feel like as soon as you experience like an influx of, you know, people interested in what you do, or like an influx of material success, abundance, prosperity, I feel like you're going to become more comfortable with what it is that you're getting. But things are definitely a little uncertain right now concerning your finances, even though I feel like you could be doing okay, but I feel like it's more so like you're just being provided for as you go along. But what it is that you're looking for, and which I feel like you'll be receiving in your new cycle, is just gonna be like what I call the spirit of accumulation, where it's just like a lot coming at you consistently over time. But yeah, I feel like if in the next cycle coming up, what you're ending is, it could be this perpetual singleness. Is it singleness, or, you know, that perpetual thing that's kind of going on? So you probably been single for a while, but you know, people still trying to get at you because you are showing up as the Queen of Wands, and that Queen of Wands individual, she, like I said, she's very confident, charismatic. A lot of people want to be around that person. You also have an air of mystery around you, but also can have a very sunny, bright disposition. So yeah, like if you wanted to be a player, you definitely could. But I feel like in this next cycle is like, you know, if you want to be in a relationship with someone, it's like it is available for you, like in this next cycle. Okay, so this perpetual single thing that you've been dealing with is like, you look too good. You look too good to be single. Like you gotta be snatched up, because you also showing up here as the Empress. So it's just like, it could be that, you know, you getting snatched up. Like you are, like, not snatched up in a bad way, but I'm just saying like you're gonna be ending that. So like if you just wanted love, you wanted to have this family, you wanted to, you know, you feel like a part of your purpose is to be with another person that is on your level. Like if you feel that that's what is for you, like that's a part of your purpose in life, like within the next cycle of your life, is like this is available to you. So you're no longer are you going to be that fine boy or that fine girl that's at the party. Like you gonna get snatched up. You gonna have a partner. You gonna get snatched up. Like I don't know what else to tell you. But yeah, so let's see what else is some more details about this cycle that is ending within your life. Yeah, I think it's more so like even just a continuation of this love thing as well. I feel like it's more so like you will yeah, I said this love thing. I feel like it's more so of you being able to find somebody that also is going to reciprocate where you are. I feel like no longer where you will you continue to be the one that's giving, the one that's always doing, and you're not getting nothing back. So I feel like your your idea of relationships is definitely going to be changing, but I also feel like it just depends on you and where you're at. So when you fully step into this, what I heard was upper echelon, like when you fully step into this prosperity and abundance that's available for you within this next cycle, out of this cycle that we're ending, it seems like you would have definitely leveled up and transformed yourself as well, because you'll be going from the Queen of Wands to the Empress. So I feel like you're going to be understanding like what you actually truly deserve, and you're not going to be too afraid to walk away from things that don't apply to you, especially with the Six of Swords. Like if something is too difficult, it's too much for you, you're going to walk away. So this cycle that you're in right now, maybe you haven't, I'm sure you probably, I'm sure you probably been thinking about it, but I also feel like maybe there's some things that you have not just, simply walked away from and understood that you deserve more. But I think that you're going to learn this thing through your love situation, your love circumstance. You're going to understand that through that. Like you're gonna understand that. Like, so if it's any relationships that you just don't want, because you could, like I said, you could be a player if you wanted to, is like I feel like in your head that's gonna be the easiest circumstance or situation for you to sit there and put two and two together and just be like, okay, I think I deserve more. So yeah, in this cycle that you're in right now, maybe it is that you've stuck with certain relationships or you stuck with certain things because you just felt like you had to. But I feel like that's going to definitely be ending. That's going to definitely be ending. But yeah, I do feel like, just what also is ending for you is you just not seeing yourself as more than what you are. I think that's something that's going to be ending in this cycle as well, is like just seeing yourself as more, as capable of having more, and just nurturing yourself as well. I feel like in this cycle that you've been in, maybe you haven't really put too much into your self-love and care, seeing yourself as more, seeing yourself as the prize. And I feel like that's something that is definitely going to be happening, just within this upcoming cycle. Yeah, you definitely have not been seeing yourself as the prize. You have not been taking care of yourself. There could be some issues here too, especially because of your financial situation, where it's like you're just experiencing that lack of faith and hope. But I feel like that is definitely, going to change. And it's like, for you, I don't want to put this on you and just be like, oh, when you get your money up, it's like you're gonna be happier. But I definitely can see here that money is not just, it's not just like anything to you to where it's like you could just throw it away. It's like for you, it's very serious. Like you need it. Because right now you could definitely be, experiencing, just like I said, not having enough and needing to be provided for, like you're getting provided for by the universe, but it's here and it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's not yet that consistent, provision that you would really like to see. So yeah, for y'all, it's definitely showing up as love and finances. May not be, love, it's not what you want, it's not like you're not getting options. It's just not what you want. With your finances is, yeah, it's like, it's not like you're not getting anything, but it's not what you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it just seems to me that like within this cycle that you're ending, you're just ending the not what I want cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not what I want cycle. It's not what I want. And I think it's playing on you know, your self-esteem right now too, because it's just kind of what's in front of you. Maybe you feel like you just have to kind of take what you have right now, you know, take what's in front of you. But I think that that is going to be ending, and there'll be more consistency. There'll be a great option when it comes to love. I also feel like you'll be leveling up, you'll be transforming. And so anything that has hindered you and just been something that you just don't want is like, I don't think you're going to be experiencing those things anymore as this cycle ends. So let me get y'all some advice and see what comes up. Yeah, I'm about to put the deck down and I see transformation. So yeah, like that's just a good confirmation. But yeah, you definitely transforming from, you know, moving from this cycle to the next, and your financial situation and your love life is highlighted in this reading. Oh, should I do the advice, or let me do this first? The surrender deck. Let's see what you can consciously surrender as you move from this cycle into the next. Surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So yeah, I mean, I know that you're not experiencing the fullness of what you really truly want right now, you know, as you're ending this cycle, but this is a good card for you, because oftentimes when you're in transition and you don't have yet like what you want yet, it's very easy to look at other people and to compare your journey to theirs. But we are all on different timelines, and I really don't think you should be comparing yourself anyway, because you have the King of Pentacles, the Empress, the Queen of Wands. You have the Ten of Cups. You have the Star. Like, you know, so you may not yet be where you think you should be, but it's like ending this cycle. Like once you end this cycle, it's like that's it for you. You're taking off. So, you know, in the meantime, that's something that you're gonna definitely have to practice, is not comparing yourself to other people. Let's see what else comes up. I have two more for y'all, so I got 3. Surrender negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly focus on positive affirmations. So this is something else that's good too, because I did pick up that, you know, now you are experiencing some anxiety when it comes to, you know, where you fit in with business, or even anxiety about your financial situation and you being, you know, provided for and you having the stability that you need. So yeah, I definitely do feel like it's some anxiety that's there. Like just figuring out where you fit in, or where your place is, or just what's going on with your money. Like, so this is definitely a good card for y'all as well, just to surrender that negative thinking, because it's easy to do so. And also just maybe even feeling like, you know, you out here, you looking good and there's nobody on your level. I feel like you got to let that go too, because it's somebody for everybody. And just with the Ten of Cups and the Empress here, is like, if you didn't think that you were going to develop a family, have a family with somebody, like, think again. Some of y'all, you know, it's probably up in the air when it comes to having children, but think again if that's something that you're believing for. It's like the Empress is here, and the Empress typically depicts a pregnant woman. So, you know, children and family is here, is available to you. You know, as you're ending out this cycle, it's like hot girl summer is coming to an end for you. Hot girl summer is coming to an end. And then we also have surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So yeah, like, you know, I think that you all in this cycle that you've been in right now is like just being very focused on like what you can get, and it's just, but it's still just not enough for you. So some of y'all, I feel like, are kind of in survival mode right now. You kind of in survival mode. And then just survival mode in general in life, because you know, when you're too focused on your finances, and I know it's some heavy energy here, it's like it takes away from your ability to enjoy life and kind of what's going on around you. So I would definitely say, you know, sometimes it's nice to just take a break, and you definitely might have to do that, especially when you find yourself comparing yourself to other people and then also thinking negatively. Like, I think that's the best time to just take yourself out of it and to go do something fun, and then to come back, you know. Like, the worst thing that what I really wouldn't want to see happening to y'all is like becoming so negative when it comes to like your goals and the things that you're doing, to where it's like you just don't even care, because it's easy to, like, okay, it's easy to not care. So yeah, I just think this cycle in your life is that you're in right now is definitely, it's very challenging. Like I said, it's just not what you want. I just picked that up from y'all, where it's like it's just not enough. And sometimes it's hard to admit that, because you don't want to seem like, you know, you're being ungrateful with the things that you are getting. But I think it's okay to say that, like, you know, I'm grateful, but I'm not satisfied. I think that's kind of where y'all are right now. So let's get some advice as we end out this cycle and step into the new, because I wanted to do 2 different readings. You know, what cycle are you ending? What cycle, you know, what cycle's ending? What cycle are you stepping into? But it kind of just played out that way, to where it's just kind of like you have a lot that you can actually, you know, look forward to. Like, you really actually do, even though things may not be what you want right now. See, have faith in your dreams. That's nice. Have faith in your dreams. I feel like in the new cycle it's going to be easy for you too, because things are going to pick up, you know, in most areas of your life. So I think it's easy to, but this what Spirit say. And then it also says a time for healing as well. So yeah, this could definitely be a time for healing, especially when it comes down to, you know, any issues that you've had with faith, you know, with things not coming through, maybe not really having too much trust in the universe or trusting yourself. But I feel like, you know, for you, I just feel like everything is really in your hands. The answers you need are coming. That's on the bottom of the deck, but I was just basically going to say, like, everything is really like in your hands, so you can create the life that you want. You can create the life that you want. But I will also say, just hold tight too, because it's like your life is significantly going to be changing, to where you will have time to focus on other aspects about yourself that maybe you're not able to. You'll be able to see relationships in a different way, because you would have transformed. So you're going to be expecting more, feeling like you deserve more. And more is definitely available to you if you want to take it. And yeah, I just feel like everything is really going to just be within you, but there's just a little couple things that you have to clean up as you're on your way, like to transition it into that new cycle. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this reading right here. I definitely hope that you all were able to find some messages that resonated. Definitely make sure that you all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right, fam, if you chose pile 2, which is the Mystic Monday Tarot deck with the Amethyst Crystal, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. We're asking Spirit, what cycle is ending in your life? But the way that pile 1 played out, I started giving information on the cycle that you are stepping into as well. So I'm going to get some additional information about that as well. I also have 2 other oracle decks that I'm going to be using, the Moonology for advice, and then also the Surrender deck for some additional advice. But the Surrender deck is going to help us to consciously pinpoint what we can do to what we can let go of, like what we can actually do as we are, you know, stepping into this new cycle and ending out the one that we're currently in. So It is what it is. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome. Returning subscriber, welcome back. I definitely appreciate y'all. You all have just been so, pivotal to helping my channel grow. And I can't wait to, continue putting out even more readings and just growing this channel. So I'm definitely so thankful for y'all, and definitely make sure that y'all check out the links in the description box. You'll find links to follow me on Instagram, book a personal reading, to donate to this channel, and also to check out my Etsy store where I post my line of 3D and hand painted gel press on nails. So yeah, go ahead and check that out and do some back to school shopping, okay, for the fly girls and the fly boys and the fly thems, okay, for everybody. So within that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We're asking Spirit, what cycle are you ending? What cycle are you ending? All right, so you all got the Star, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, I feel like, okay, we also have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. I feel like y'all, like in the cycle that you're in, is like you kind of just been getting by on what other people can do for you. It's like, so if someone is like supporting you, like you could be someone that lives at home, somebody supporting you, or someone that has to like rely on family and friends to help you. It's a lot of reliance on other people and on your relationships. And I'm not trying to say that there's anything wrong with that, but to the point where you could potentially be a hindrance to other people, or to a point where, there's no method to the madness, I think that could potentially be problematic, because it's like, where are we going and what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like where you are right now is like, it's just a lot. You have to depend on other people to supply what you need. Like you have to depend on someone, giving you something. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being blessed. It's nothing wrong with that. But I do definitely feel like you all, what you need is, you need to be able to be self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? It seems like in the next cycle that you're going to get into is one of self-sufficiency, where it's like you're going to, be able to, it's like where you're at right now. It's like you're the plug, you're a plug, and it's like you have to be plugged into a source to get what you need. But I feel like in the next cycle that you're in, it's like you're going to be the source. Like you're going to be able to supply everything that you need for yourself. And yeah, it's like you're just gonna feel a newfound sense of, independence as well, just self-sufficiency. I really think it's because, I don't know if it's like, I mean, it could be a good thing or a bad thing. Family help, family support, or, getting by on maybe donations, or getting by on, just getting by on community services, or, what I'm saying? It's a lot coming from other people. And I just definitely feel like, yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. But it's kind of like when it comes to other people, you just kind of have to take what other people are able to offer you. Whereas I feel like in the new cycle that you're moving into, you're going to be in a very action-based place, to where it's like you can go out and accomplish your goals. It's not really going to call too much for the intervention of other people. And that's the issue too. Is like when you're leaning on other people for things, it's like they have a say-so on what they think you should do. Especially here with the Seven of Cups. It's like there's so many options. There's so many opportunities. Not saying everything is a good option or everything is a good opportunity, but it's kind of like things aren't, you know, really defined. It's just kind of like, oh, I think I could do that, or it's not defined like I will do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not as defined, to whereas I feel like the new cycle that you're stepping into, I think things are going to be a little more defined for you. I think whereas if you have like a lack of direction right now, like where it's kind of just a general lack of direction, like where it's like you just don't know where you're gonna go, what you're gonna do, how things are gonna end up. I feel like in this new cycle that you're stepping into, that's something that's gonna end. You'll be a lot much more determined, a lot much more focused, and a lot much more confident in what it is that you want out of life, and not just kind of waiting for other people to help you, whether they're, you know, because I see the Ace of Pentacles, so it just makes me feel like you're being supported monetary wise, or you might be being supported with a place to stay, you know what I'm saying? Or your health is probably, you know, your health is probably being supported right now, so you could be, you know, experiencing some health issues right now. But I just feel like in this next cycle is like all of those things are gonna dissipate, and you will have the opportunity to, you know, lean solely on yourself. Like, and with the Eight of Wands too, it just makes me feel like whatever it is that you're wishing and you're hoping for is like, I just want to tell you that's like, you're not gonna have to go through other people to get that thing anymore. You're not gonna have to go through other people. I feel like with the Eight of Wands, it just lets me know that there's, if you don't know what you want to do in life right now, or things are a little loose, you have loose ideas, I feel like this is the time right now that you should start defining what it is that you want out of life, or what it is that you want to do, what you want to spend your time doing. If it's a hobby, if it's a business, if something creative, you know, whatever it is that you want to spend your time doing, I feel like it's time. And like, even to generate a living off of, I feel like it's time to start to define what it is that you want out of life, because within the next cycle that you're stepping into, it's like things are going to be moving quickly. With that Eight of Wands, it's like things are definitely going to be progressing and moving quickly, and you're going to definitely be receiving a lot of optimistic and positive messages that are going to help you, like help your career, you know, help you, like it's going to help you, like whatever it is that you want to do, like, or what you want out of life, like any goals you have is going to help you. So I just feel like you won't have to go through other people anymore. Like, and like I said, it's okay. Like, if you're being supported, like, I'm not judging you. Like, if someone's helping you with your living situation or with your finances, I just feel like a lot of the opinions and things that, you know, people may have over you, like those things are definitely going to dissipate, because you're going to be completely solely independent, you know, self-sufficient, and focused on what you want out of life. Just very determined, very focused, very action-based, solution-oriented. Yeah, and just being able to take action on the things that you're hoping and wishing for out of life, as opposed to, you know, kind of having to take what other people give you. And it's like, are you really truly even happy? It's like when somebody is like, oh, you should do this, or you should do that, and it's just like, you do it for the time being because maybe you need money, and you know, maybe that is what it is, but then you start to become unhappy because it's not really what you want. And in your imagination, or in the back of your head, you're envisioning yourself in different places doing different things with different options, like, and it's like, you know, you won't, the cycle that you're in right now, things are probably still kind of in your head, you know, but I feel like the new cycle that you're stepping into is definitely going to force you to have to take action on what you want. So that's why I'm saying, you know, not to just be like, how can I jump from A to Z? I feel like right now you have to start to define what it is that you want out of life, like what it is that you want to do, what your vision is. So maybe you need to make a vision board. That's a good start, because you're kind of getting these things out of your imagination, you're putting them down on paper. So you know, that's definitely a start, or something that you can, you know, that you can start to do, just so you're not, you know, still lost. You know, just so you're not still lost. But let's see what else comes up. yeah, with the Six of Pentacles, I just feel like it just gives me that vibe of, like I said, it's like you just kind of have to take what is being provided to you, and it's not like, you know, things aren't being provided to you at all, but maybe you want to be in a position to where you can help other people, like not really being in the position to where it's like you have to be helped or you have to be saved. Like maybe you do want to get to that place. So I mean, I would definitely say, like, if you do have a strong community of people around you and family that's helping you, that's definitely something that you can be grateful for. Like, you can definitely be grateful for that. Or if you have a friend that's like, oh, you should do this or do that, or you know what I'm saying? Even if it's not what you want to do, it's like you can still be grateful for that thing. Because I get a sense that the people around you, like, they actually do care about you, like the people that's supporting you. So yeah, that's good and all, but the type of the type of person you are, I feel like you want to be able to have things for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want to be able to have things for yourself. You want to be able to do what you want with your resources. And you don't want to have to like with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, it's like it's just like you don't want to have to defend yourself against anybody else. Like you don't want to even have to be in that position. You just want to be able to do what you want to do on your time, and that's it. So I just feel like, yeah, this cycle, like you're very dependent on other people. That's what it's coming down to at the end of the day. It's like you're very dependent on other people for your livelihood. You're dependent on other people to give you things, to bless you with things. I think that's something that's going on. But I'm not mad that people are blessing you with things, because I feel like in the next cycle of your life is gonna be is gonna be like, you know, I want to say even more, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's more so gonna be like your own opportunities that you're creating, and these things that are coming from the universe. It's not like it's gonna have to do with other people. Even though, yeah, you do get blessed through other people, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's not like you're gonna be in a codependent situation to where someone is looking at you like they have to help you. It's like where you're going, the opportunities that you're creating for yourself is there because you're being focused. You know, everything is action based, and you're in a more, I want to, in my mind, I had receptive place to receive, but it's like it's like people not going to be looking at you like you're beneath them, because sometimes people do that too. You know, when they give you things, it's like they look at it like, oh, it's charity, oh, you beneath me. It's like it's not going to be like that either. It's going to be like these things are coming to you because, you know, you're focused, you're determined, you have a goal, and you're actively working on these things. And with that Queen of Wands, it's like you feel like you deserve these things as well. So it's like, I think that's going to help you to receive even more, to help you, you know, focus on your goals. But it's just not, people gonna be giving you stuff, but it's not like, you know, because you are severely in need. You know what I'm saying? They just give you things because you have favor at that point with the Queen of Wands. It's like you have favor. So I definitely like that. I feel like in this next cycle, you're definitely going to be more focused. And I think that's important. Like you're going to choose something. So that's something that, you know, is going to go away. Is going to dissipate. Is any indecision that you might be feeling about your life direction. So let me get some surrender cards. Let me get some surrender cards. Yo, that's funny. I didn't even get to finish shuffling. Yo, I'm done. What came out with surrender procrastination? Like, I didn't even get finished shuffling. Like, but we have surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So that's definitely a good confirmation to my message. But yeah, that's why I'm just like, so y'all don't feel overwhelmed about like, well, how do I get from A to Z? It's like, you got to start defining what it is that you want now. So Spirit is saying that you know, you've been procrastinating. And also, this is the surrender deck, and I'm basically using it so that we can, you know, get some actual like logical, you know, practical you know, things that we can do, steps that we can actually take. You know, this is something that you can think about consciously, like in your conscious mind, of steps that you can take as you are leaving this cycle and stepping into the next one. So we have surrender, procrastination. On the bottom of the deck, we have surrender, defensiveness. That's something that came out as well. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Yeah, I mean, y'all, defensiveness definitely came up here as well with the 7 of Wands. I just think it's the situation that you in right now. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you could be dependent on other people for your needs and even your wants. What I kind of got was like a plastic bag kind of just floated in the wind. So I don't know if some of y'all got like that Gemini, Aries type of thinking in your mind where you just be like, oh, I'm here or I'm there. Like, I'm not coming at Geminis. I just know that y'all be thinking like y'all are very airy type of people. So it's like if you kind of been on that type time, or even some people that be real spiritual woo woo, like, oh, the universe is gonna guide me. It's like, I feel like the cycle you're stepping into is you're going to understand like, yeah, the universe is going to guide me, but it's important for me to, you know, co-create with the universe to, you know, figure out what it is that I want. So, you know, and how can I get it? So I definitely do feel like that's definitely something that's going to be changing for y'all. It's more so co-creation, not just kind of taking what's there, taking what other people give you. But yeah, surrender, defensiveness. In your next cycle, I can definitely see you doing that. But I just think it's because you're going to be in a more empowered place within yourself. So there could be a lot that you're hearing from other people about what they think you should do. And you've probably been, you know, defending yourself against that because they have not seen anything else coming from you. But I really do think it's time for you all to just step it up, you know, step your cookies up and, you know, step into this, you know, Knight of Swords energy, this Queen of Wands energy, and really go after what it is that you want, you know, so people not, you know, thinking that this is all there is to you. Like, you gotta let people know, like, you gotta let people know that you have greatness and hustle and ambition, okay? And then we have surrender to trust. Trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Yeah, so Spirit really just confirming what I was saying. Is really just about, you know, trusting yourself that you will be able to decide and choose like what's best for you. But I think that you should take some time and just, you know, get your vision board together at least, you know what I'm saying, and just make a decision on what it is that you want to do and just become confident about that thing. And I really do think it's going to take off. Like, I think it's going to take off, and I think it's definitely going to, you know, take off as far as like people knowing who you are. And then also take off as far as within your financial situation. So it's like you're not having to depend on other people anymore, you know, for what it is that you want. You don't have to depend on them. But yeah, Spirit just confirming what I was saying, because I'm trying to tell y'all, when it comes down to dealing with other people and not being sure of yourself, it's easy for them to try to control you or run over you, and then you would be becoming defensive because you're trying to defend something, and then people think they know what's right for you in your life. So you do got to step up, you know, and be your own pillar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be your own pillar, so people, you know, they not looking at you like, you know, a charity case, pretty much. And then we have expect powerful change. Yeah, like, it's giving 180 type of energy. I think it just comes down to you being able to decide on what you want to do. Like, decide on what you want to do. Like, and just lean into your imagination. Like, imagination is key. So it's like, lean into that. Like, but I think the vision board is very helpful because it helps you to like tap into that too, you know. And this came out in pile 1. We have the answers you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. And look, full moon in Gemini. Like, so I guess I was right about y'all Gemini people who just be y'all be thinking, y'all be all over the place. But I guess that doubles your chances of, you know, finding the answers that you need. I feel like that doubles your chances. Some of y'all might be overthinking. Some of y'all might be overthinking, but I feel like your ability to think is going to be very helpful for you once you, decide to, focus and hone in on what it is that you want to do. Like what makes you feel confident, what makes you feel good about yourself, what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel satisfied. So maybe that's something else too that you can kind of do to figure out like what you want to focus on, is like looking at the things that you like to spend your time doing. And maybe, those things can turn into a business. Like, or maybe you can get a job doing that thing. So we have prosperity lies ahead. I definitely love that new moon in Taurus. So I definitely love that for y'all. Like, it kind of just really backs up my messages as well. But yeah, I definitely do feel like it's just time for you to lean on to yourself. Like, it's nice to have help from other people. But at the same time, it's like, it's a lot when people are in your business and they have their hands in your pot. Like, it could be too much. So yeah, I'm excited about this for y'all. Y'all just got to step it up. Keep stepping it up. And I think that things will definitely change. So yeah, that is the cycle that you're ending and you're stepping into something new. I definitely hope that you all were able to resonate with the messages in this reading. I definitely hope that you all like, comment, and subscribe. And I cannot wait to see y'all in the next one. All right, my pile 3 people. If you chose the Muse Tarot deck with the rose quartz crystal, I'm going to get started with your reading now. We're asking Spirit, what cycle are you ending? And y'all, how pile 1 and 2 was set up. I ended up going into even more information about like the cycle that you are stepping into. So that's just how it played out, y'all. So with that being said, if you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning viewer and a returning subscriber, then a special welcome back. Definitely make sure that you all subscribe to the channel and join the fam if you have not done so already. And for the returning folks, I just want to take a second and say thank you. I want to take a second and let y'all know that I appreciate just all of the engagement, all of the likes, the comments, sharing your story, sharing the videos, and subscribing to the channel. I definitely want to thank y'all because this channel would not move if it wasn't for y'all. So I look forward to, putting out even more readings and going from there. So with that being said, make sure you check out the links in the description box as well. I have links to follow me on Instagram, to book a personal reading, to leave a donation if you would like to. To leave a donation if you would like to, and also to check out my Etsy store where I post my line of 3D and hand-painted gel press-on nails. So let's go ahead and get started. We're asking Spirit, what cycle are you ending? Okay, we're going to give some information on the cycle that you're ending and just the cycle that you're stepping into. I also have 2 other oracle decks here that I'm going to be using. I have the Moonology Oracle, and I also have the Surrender deck. And the Surrender deck it's a special deck. I love this deck because it's definitely going to give us some, practical, some reasonable, some logical steps that we can take just so that we can continue to letting go of whatever we need to let go of so that we can step into this new cycle. So I like the Surrender deck. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We're asking Spirit, what cycle are you ending? So we have the Justice card that came out. We have the Magician. We have the 6 of Wands. Let's get some clarification. The 4 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Muse of Inspiration. I think this is the King of Wands. I'm just going to turn it like this way. Or, I don't know, it could go like this way for aesthetic purposes. But yeah, as far as for y'all, like the cycle that you are ending, for some reason right now, I feel like there's something for you, but it's like being unfair, like unjustly or unfairly like taken from you, if that makes sense. Like, so there's something that you deserve, and there's something that is for you, but I feel like there could be other people, or even there could be some involvement with the legal system or the justice system that is hindering you from being able to get that thing that you deserve. So something like along this lines could probably be like a settlement, an inheritance, you know, something like that. Like there's something that's actually for you, but I think that someone else is like unjustly holding that away from you so that you don't have it. So I feel like right now in your life you might be experiencing like some financial difficulties. You could be experiencing like a lack of opportunity for you. And it's sad because I feel like the type of person that you are, I don't think that you deserve to experience what you're experiencing out of life right now. I feel like you are a very passionate person. I feel like you are a charismatic person. You're a confident person. I feel like you're a go-getter, you know, like you risk taker, like you go get what it is that you want. But I feel like for some reason it's like you're dealing with just, the word I heard was barren, like empty, like desert, like dry, like drought, like, you know, you're experiencing something like that. You know, I feel like you're such a great person, but maybe your physical, your, you know, your circumstances, like your physical world circumstances don't match how you feel about yourself inside. So I don't think this has anything to do with, you know, a lack of self-esteem or anything like that. You know, I'm not getting that from you. I just think it's your, you know, your current life, you know, circumstances, and the possibility that you're not being supported in the way that you really would like to be, that could definitely be hindering you. Like there's a lack of support here. And I also feel like it's an external person or people that is like consciously, like consistently, like withholding things from you that you actually do deserve. Like, but I'm gonna get some more clarification. I feel like that's what's going on in this cycle. That's what's going on. Like, yeah, it's like a lack of support and a lack of love from your community. So I'm not sure if this is your family that's holding you back, or if it's, you know, someone that you were in love with in a relationship and you feel like that person is holding you back. Some of y'all is like the next cycle that you're stepping into, you could be getting divorced, being newly single, you know, or you could be becoming estranged from your family, you know what I'm saying? So wherever you are right now, you're understanding that the people that's around you in your current life circumstance is not, it doesn't match up to who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like it does not match up to who you are right now. So I feel like other people could be failing you. Like you could be experiencing your community failing you, your friends failing you, your family's a big one, could be failing you as well. You know, or like you're understanding that there was certain things that you were supposed to be taught, certain things that you needed that you were not given. So maybe you don't have a good sense of, you know, security. Maybe some of y'all could have some trust issues. Or some of y'all are having issues with like thinking about yourself. You know, maybe it was that you were conditioned in some type of, you know, family unit or in some type of relationship. You were conditioned to be always thinking about the other person. But I feel like you all are finally starting to experience in this cycle that you're not really being supported, or you're not getting certain things that maybe you feel like you deserve to get, you know? Yeah, it's just giving like a severe lack of like love and connection, you know, love and connection. So it's sad, but I just feel like y'all just deserve more. Like you're ready for more. That's something that I pick up too. Is like you're ready for more than just this. Like you're ready for more than that. Like I feel like in this next in the next cycle that you stepping into, like this next cycle, because the Fool card definitely came out, so that's definitely letting me know that you are, you know, gonna be turning over a new leaf. Now I will say that this whole this whole, you know, I'm thinking about y'all like y'all are main characters stepping into season 3 or 4 of your life. You know, whatever season you feel like you're in. It's just like there's still going to be the issue from the previous cycle that may not be cleared up. You know, so if there's something that you're expecting, like some type of inheritance, some type of settlement, is like if you're expecting that, it's still not going to be corrected just yet. But I think that you are going to be okay with that because you're going to be focused on yourself. Like you're going to be understanding like that you actually don't need other people to like you. You don't need other people to support you. Like you don't need attention from other people. Like you don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I feel like you've gone without it for some time to the point to where it's hurt your feelings enough. So I feel like in this next cycle that you're stepping into, like you're gonna be understanding that all you really need is yourself. And when I saw that magician card, that's what I had thought. But I started shuffling and I was like, let me not just start giving messages until I'm ready. You know, hopefully I'll go back to that message if it pops up again. But yeah, you realize that really all you need is yourself. Like that's really all you need because you've already been close to the edge already. Like you've been close to the edge. So at a certain point, it's just like you don't really care too much about something that was being withheld from you, or something. It's like you can't really get mad about something you never had. I'm not trying to say that nobody ever showed you love and nobody ever showed you care, but I think in this cycle, that's something that you needed. But I feel like you really needed that. But I feel like you was like that was being hindered from you or not being given to you. You know what I'm saying? That was something you weren't receiving. It's like you really need it, but you just didn't receive it. It's like, you know how like people be like, I really need a hug, and it's like they really need a hug because they need that intimate touch with another person. But it's like to not have that is like when you really need it, that could be very problematic. But yeah, like I'm saying, I feel like, you know, it probably won't be all the way worked out just yet, you know. So I feel like that's why you kind of have to learn to focus just solely on you, like, and on what you can do, on what you can create. So it could just be it's one of those cycles, like the cycle in your life right now that you're ending, is thinking that you need other people like to support you, or you need other people to be there for you, like you need other people to give you things, or to, you know, to provide for you, or to, you know, it seems like you're just kind of like, hello, can anybody hear me? So it seemed like you really want the universe to answer your prayers, like, and you really want to know that you're being heard, like you really want to. And it's like, I just think that it may just be the wrong people around you, like not the type of people that can give you what you deserve, like, or you know what you need, like really what you need. But I feel like in the next cycle you really gonna be stepping out on your own. Like even though things won't 100% be wrapped up in your life and be fair for you, I definitely do feel like you'll be in a better position to create what it is that you want, and understand that you can be resourceful. Like everything can literally come from you. It doesn't have to come from anybody else. You don't really have to care if anybody likes you or not. Now, some people might look at you and think you're being egotistical or you're being arrogant, um, because you're gonna be this type of person. Um, but I don't know what to tell those people. Like I don't know what to tell them at all. Like I really don't. I think that just something with the Eight of Pentacles is just something that you're gonna have to just be lackadaisical about, like, and just be focusing on what it is that you want to do. Like, you just have to be lackadaisical about what anybody else thinks about you. The song that popped up in my head was when Sean Paul be like, I don't really care what people say. Like, I don't really watch what them want to do. Like, when he said that in like Blue, like, that's just what kind of popped up in my head. Like, you might become that type of person where it's like you don't care about being around other people, you don't care about doing none of that stuff. It probably seemed like it's fake to you, but I just think because you will be getting to the other side of that. So y'all probably have been doing a lot of internalizing, like as if it's something wrong with you. But I also feel like your current circumstance has kind of, in a way, it seemed like it kind of isolated, or like the cycle you're in seemed like it kind of like isolated you away from people, or you kind of felt like you was sent off into the corner, or just things weren't really happening in your life. You was just kind of watching your life happen. But yeah, I definitely just feel like the next cycle of your life is just, things, like I said, may not all be wrapped up, but I really do feel like there's going to be an intense focus on you going down a new path, and you know, focusing and relying solely on yourself and what you can create. And I feel like it's just as simple as that. And it's not really going to really do anything for you to try to explain, you know, to other people, because it's not like you were, you know, conditioned health in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? Whether this be through other relationships that you've been in, where it's like just always been a lack of support, or you've always been doing for them, it hasn't really been any reciprocation. It's like that just kind of conditioned you to kind of be a giver or to be a people pleaser. And I feel like you're doing all of that for what? I feel like this cycle really taught you, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing this for? Like, what is the benefit of me being this way? So I feel like in the new cycle that you step into, it's like you're going to be trying something different. And the trying something new is, I'm focusing on me. That's the trying something new. Okay? I'm focusing on me, and I'm focusing on what I want out of life. Like, on being different. So y'all could literally be estranging yourself from family, estranging yourself from a relationship. Some of y'all could be getting divorced, you know what I'm saying, within this next new cycle of your life. You know, like, you're estranging yourself from, you know, the connection I feel like that you thought you needed with a specific person or people, based off of the fact that you've been getting had the whole time. Like, you've been getting had the whole time. Like, you've been taken from the whole time without anything offered back in return. Like, and there's no opportunity in that. There's no opportunity in that type of relationship dynamic. So yeah, I just feel like it's gonna be an intense focus just on you. Like, intense focus just on you, like, and what you want to create. Yeah, just an intense focus. And just, you know, with the queen of Pentacles, like, the Queen of Pentacles showed up. I'm not saying that y'all are gonna turn into, you know, selfish people or lazy people, but I really do feel like it's gonna be a huge emphasis on you being able to provide what you need for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what I heard was like, you're going rogue. It's like you're really going independent. Like, you're you know what I'm saying? It's like you're literally walking away from what you've known because you've never really gotten what you needed. And I feel like it's heavy walking away from family. Like, it's heavy walking away from family, or walking away from some relationship. Like, that's heavy here. So maybe these relationships have just hindered you, like, significantly. And like I said, with this King of Wands right here, it just makes me feel like you deserve more than what your current circumstance and situation has, you know, has allowed for you to have. It's like you deserve more than that. Like, even just the basis of more love and support. You know what I'm saying? Like, you deserve more than that. But yeah, my only caution is because you're going to be focusing heavily on you. Like, my only caution is, you know, just not getting onto the, not getting into the space of being too egotistical just because you know that, you know, you deserve more than this. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with that, because when you deserve more, it's like you're going to be participating in things that help you to receive more of it is of what you want, right? Paying attention to those things. But it's just like not becoming too egotistical about it just because you have the power and the ability to, you know, manifest whatever it is that you want. So you might have to, you know what I'm saying? You might have to, you know, just be careful with that. But I definitely will say that you will be working less than what you typically doing. Like whatever it is you doing, it's like you're going to be doing less of that, but earning more. That's something that came up as well. Less of that, but earning less work, but earning more. Being able to provide for yourself. And some of y'all definitely might end up being very, y'all might end up being very selfish with yourself. Like, and some people could look at you and think stingy, but hey, to each its own. If you ain't never had nothing and you're finally, you know, stepping out on your own, realizing that you don't need anybody's support to get what you want, and you start getting what you want, like that's on you, because that's an accomplishment within itself. But I just feel like this cycle that's ending, that's probably a lesson that you learning, is like you really can do things because you want to do things, and they can come from you. Like all the support and the validation and the resources and the answers are within you, as opposed to expecting other people to, you know, give you that, because as we can see, people have been withholding things from you. So, you know, I feel like that's something that you're definitely learning in this cycle, or this cycle has definitely taught you that. So let's get some surrender cards from here, just so we can see what we can consciously let go of as this cycle is ending, as we're stepping into our independent I can do good all by myself energy. Like that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. Okay, we have surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. Okay, so yeah, like this why y'all mad right now is because there have not been any boundaries, and thanks for Spirit for confirming that when it comes down to what you have been doing for other people. Like it's pushing into, like I said, into people pleasing. But I just feel like you was conditioned to be this way, to not really understand how to set healthy boundaries just for when you need something, for it to not be available, but you're the person that's always giving. So Spirit say, as you stepping into this, I mean, the funny thing is like this surrender to setting limits is what is needed for you to get into this other new energy, where it's like, I'm doing me, like it's all about me. I need to make sure I'm getting what I need for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? And people still not going to like you because of this, but who cares? Like, that's what Sean Paul said. Sean Paul said, I don't really care what people say. Like, that's what he said. That's what he said. Like, then we also have surrender your fear of change. So you could definitely be, you know, feeling, you could be one of those people that like when change happens, you just kind of have like a lot of anxiety around it, or you just don't like it. But it's like the lack of support is pushing you. Like, it's kind of like the trouble is transporting you. It's like the lack of support is pushing you to have to be this person, to where it's like, you know what? I'm going to support myself. I'm going to validate myself. I don't need, like, it's nice for people to support. It's nice for people to validate, but it's like, you know, you don't need that. Like, you know, you don't need that. So, yeah, like the way that you're transforming is probably not like the most smooth process, the most positive process, but I definitely do think it's helping you to become this this person. Like what I heard was, I heard Phoenix, but then I don't know if y'all know about Good Times, where like JJ would be like dynamite. It's like I saw him do dynamite, so I just saw that happen. So yeah, just keep doing you. Like, just keep doing you. Like, you're obviously about to blow up and be this new person. Like, Surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or relationship, if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. So this could be good too for y'all people that are potentially estranging yourself from your family. I guess that's it, right? Like you walking away from your family. You're walking away from a community, or even people that are getting divorced. Like that could be good as well for y'all, because it's a big change. It's a big change. Like, but that's why I wanted to do this read anyway on cycles, because things change, and like it could things change, and it's like you know what I'm saying? We have to be okay with those things. So I just wanted to verbalize what could be changing for you and helping you get through that process as smoothly as possible. So let me get one more card, because the card from a previous a card from a previous reading came up, but I want to make sure that I shuffled the deck good enough. Okay, it says surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Yeah, I feel like the only obsessive, like this lady, and she's like staring at this apple too. It makes me think about Snow White, but I feel like it's also just you obsessively thinking about like what is not nurturing you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when we focus too much on like the lack of what somebody else should be doing, or the support that we should be getting, or what, like, and it's here. There is definitely an injustice here. There definitely is. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, it really is. Like, it really is not fair. You know, some things in life just are not fair, and it's really not. Like, who you are as compared to the circumstance that you're experiencing, and you know, maybe the people that you have in your life is like, it's not fair. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. But I feel like if you continue, what is going to hold you back and keep you stuck in the same cycle is, you obsessively thinking about what you don't have or what somebody is not doing for you. You know what I'm saying? Because who you are really supposed to be is someone who can do things for themselves. You feel me? So I get it. It's like you're going to have to, surrender that type of thinking, so then you can think about what is, as opposed to what is not. So let's go ahead and get you some Moonology cards, just so we can get some advice and wrap up pile 3 for today. Let's see, this card want to come out. Every single deck this card came out. The answers you need are coming. Every single deck. Every single pile that card came out. So I'm going to get y'all 2 more cards. We have surrender to the divine, and I think that came up here also, turning your dilemma over to the divine. But yeah, you're gonna have to surrender to the divine anyway, like, because the divine is going to be, the source that is going to be able to help you. And even with you, turning into this magician in your new cycle that you stepping into, like this magician that's able to, manifest and create what you want, is like you have to do this with the universe. It's not just going to be by yourself, because you're manifesting things from the unseen into the seen, from the spiritual realm into the physical realm. So you're going to have to lean on spirit anyway to be able to do that, Your dreams need a practical plan. So your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, I definitely like that. I think this actually came out in pile 2 as well. So I'm going to get y'all another one. But yeah, your dreams need a practical plan. But I feel like it kind of starts with you deciding to step away and decide that you can support and validate yourself. Like, I feel like that's kind of where that's where it starts. Okay, but I'm going to get y'all another card as well, because I know that one came out in the last pile. And then we have, it's time to take action. So yeah, like it's time to take action. With this King of Wands, it just makes me think about, like, despite if you are a if you you know, describe yourself as having divine feminine energy or divine masculine energy, it does not matter. It's like you already have this solution oriented based type of energy within you that is action based. You know what I'm saying? Like you already have that within you. So it's like it's time for you to stop focusing on what you don't have, like, and focus on what you do so you can actually take practical steps towards that thing. So it's just time to stop. Like some of y'all I feel like might be a little stuck or stagnant, you know, still worrying about what you don't have. And it's like it's new opportunity that's out here, but it's gonna come from you, you know. So you gotta kind of stop getting hung up about that or banging your head on the wall about that or something like that. It's time for you to take the steps that you need. Like it's time for you to definitely go on a new journey. It's time for you to learn something new, and it's time for you to master that, and it's time for you to apply that lesson to your life or apply that skill to your life. So I just feel like a big thing for you is just going to come down to you really understanding people and just how those people are showing up in your life. And you're just going to see that your life is going to be up to you. Like what you want is going to be up to you. You really can't wait on other people to give you that thing. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. I definitely hope that you were able to resonate with these messages. Definitely make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one.